Member from Timiskaming Cochrane.
My question is to the Acting Premier. Can the Acting Premier tell the 2.2 million Ontarians with no drug coverage why the Liberals are refusing to introduce a universal Pharmacare program and ensure their access to the medications they need?
Thank you. Deputy Premier.
Thank you, Speaker. And you know, I don't really understand why the third party wants to get into a squabble about whether their plan is better than our plan or our plan is better than their plan. We agree the time has come for Pharmacare in Ontario and in Canada, Speaker. One significant difference between their plan and our plan is that ours will start in January this year, or 2018, Speaker. Everyone under age 25 with an OHIP card will have access to free drugs with no co-pay, Speaker, with no annual deductible. We are very proud of the investment that we're making in Pharmacare, and we invite the NDP to join with us and support Pharmacare in the province of Ontario and beyond.
Thank you. Supplementary.
The difference is what we're proposing is actually Pharmacare, and here's an example. Tracy from Newmarket saw the NDP Pharmacare announcement TV and called us to tell us her story on what Pharmacare would mean to her. She spent 2 years without benefits, first taking care of an ill relative and then working part-time without benefits. She has diabetes and high cholesterol. Her prescriptions cost $300 per month. Paying for these medications put her into credit card debt, and she's still struggling to pay that off. Tracy is older than 24. Our universal Pharmacare plan would cover Tracy. Why are the Liberals refusing to bring in a universal Pharmacare plan, leaving people like Tracy going into debt just to pay for the medication they need?
Thank you.
To the Minister of Health and Long-Term Care.
Minister of Health, Long-Term Care.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I know the leader of the third party will be in Peterborough later today. And I hope while she's there, Mr. Speaker, and I know she's planning to talk about access to medications, I hope that when she's speaking to the crowd and the media, that she'll be telling them of, in Peterborough alone, of the
Minister of Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs is warned. Finish, please.
I hope the leader of the third party will be telling the citizens of the great city of Peterborough that 34,000 children and youth that will, as of January 1st, be receiving full free Pharmacare, or how 11,500 households in Peterborough with children, Mr. Speaker. Those parents will no longer have to worry about paying for asthma inhalers or antibiotics or insulin. And, Mr. Speaker, this begins at the start of next year, January.
Member from Windsor West is warned. Final supplementary.
New Democrats have a universal Pharmacare plan that will give drug coverage to 14 million Ontarians. Under this plan, no diabetic or HIV patient will celebrate their 25th birthday knowing they have
Stop the clock. Minister of Infrastructure is warned. And I'm about maybe 3 questions away from naming. If you want that, you're going to get it. Finish your question, please.
Under this plan, people with asthma or high blood pressure receiving social assistance can enter the workforce knowing they won't lose their drug coverage. Why is this Liberal government leaving millions of Ontarians without drug coverage by refusing to bring in a universal Pharmacare plan for people above 24?
Thank you. Be seated, please. Be seated, please. Thank you. Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I think the member opposite knows that we have a program involving Ontario Disability Supports as well as Ontario Works and Trillium, programs that provide support to the kinds of individuals that he is speaking to. However, under their plan, no one in this province will be covered for cancer medications. Under their plan, no one in the province will be covered for drugs for rare diseases. And I have to say that the leader of the third party, who was first elected 4,700 days ago, and prior to last week, only mentioned in this legislature the word Pharmacare 3 times. Once, in fact, she referenced it in the context of an op-ed that I had written about Pharmacare. The other time she referenced it with regards to the Trans-Pacific Partnership, erroneously referring to the concern about Pharmacare. Mr. Speaker, she had 4,700 days to talk about Pharmacare. I appreciate the fact, late to the game, Mr. Speaker, but their advocacy is important as we try to secure Pharmacare nationally.
Thank you.